Stabbed 6 times, twice in the heart.
The neighbors, nobody saw anything.
I live here, remember? You and your wife live 2 doors down.
Well, as long as I'm here.
That could be the start of some new pattern. There's someone out there all wrapped up in hate.
Yes, for policewomen. In case you forget, that's what I am. I'm a cop. Drum roll. Whoa!
You shouldn't have.
Shouldn't have. That's exactly what she asked me to bring her. Okay. Now, Sarah, for when we were bunkies together, because you never had any cologne of your own.
I was always running out because you always kept ripping me off. Ooh, Noche de Luna, night of the moon.
Well, don't wear it when any loonies around. Okay?
The way things have been going these days, I'll settle for one of those.
Hey, Liz, welcome back. How was your trip?
Deborah. Oh, wonderful.
Oh, listen, for all of you police persons who haven't met Irene Boyer, this is Irene Boyer.
Hi, Irene.
She's new. Stolen property, lots of luck.
Oh, Pepper. Perfect timing.
Oh.
There.
Thank you. Oh, Lay.
Hold it down in here. Sounds like a hen party.
Hey!
Welcome back. Oh.
Hey, get out of here, man. This is our oasis.
And wait till I get my enchilada. I didn't get one postcard from you.
William, the cruise was only for 7 days. Besides, you just moved and I lost my address book.
That's a likely story.
But I think this should appease you.
Mexican Johnny Beans, right?
No, it's not. Swiss.
Let me see.
It cost a lot of pesetas, so I want you to wear
Look
it.
at that.
Oh, Liz.
Wow.
Okay, it's only for very special occasions, okay? So don't wear it all the time. You don't want to
Are
hurt
you
it.
kidding? This is my everyday watch. Put that right on.
Oh!
This means we're engaged, right?
Only during office hours. Oh, how's Honey Bunch? Oh, you were such a sweetheart for taking care
I
of
tell
him.
you, I give you a little clue about Honey Bunch. He's not sleeping on my bed, and I'm curled up on the newspapers in the corner. It's a dumb name for a dog. I get it. If you don't think I feel silly going out in the back yelling, "Come on, Honey Bunch, here, Honey Bunch."
Crowley, the way I hear it, you gave Liz the dog and you named it.
Is that what you hear? Listen, you stick around and let them work. I take you over to Vinny's and buy you the biggest steak in the house. So let's stop out at my place and pick up Honey Bunch. It's a silly name for a dog.
Now does it make any sense?
Well,
Which means not really, but it will later. Right?
Pepper, I'm not exactly a nosy type,
But be nosy, you're a cop.
well, back in there, Liz Robeson and Sergeant Crowley, well, I was wondering, is there some sort of thing between them?
Yeah, they love each other. See, about, must be 12 years now. Crowley and Liz's brother were partners in Ad Narc. And they were working a case, closing in on a dealer. The dealer was armed, was about to take a shot at Bill when Robeson rushed him, and he got the bullet instead. And it killed him. So now Liz is a cop, and Crowley is like a big brother to her. That's the thing between them.
When'd you get back, Liz?
Oh, well, the ship docked about noon. So I went home and I took a nap, which I needed desperately. Then I just came right down here to see you guys.
Hope you had a nice time, did you?
Oh, excellent.
What are you thinking about?
Just wondering,
What are you wondering?
you're sure this is your treat?
Sure, why would you ask a dumb question like that? Listen, even though I said steak, I just gotta tell you, I hear that Vinny has a new sandwich. tuna and pimento loaf. This
Oh,
just no, but have the steak.
If you
Have the
help me-
steak. Have the steak. Sarah,
Oh,
did you get the message?
yeah, Bill, thanks. I'd love to join you, but I've got to show these to Hopkins.
You're not going with us?
No, I'm sorry. I've worked on 6 unfit mother cases today. 6, and I'm
Okay.
just too pooped.
Okay.
Thanks a lot.
See you next time.
all right?
Okay,
Bye-bye. Pep,
Thank you.
My cabin mate was this lady named Ms. Nimrova.
your cabin mate was named Ms. Nimrova.
When I first met her, I thought, my Lord, how am I going to live with all this smoke?
Lots of cigarettes, huh?
No. It's even worse.
No. Cigars?
No. She smoked a pipe pepper.
A pipe? She
You're
smoked in
kidding.
the cabin?
Sure it was Ms. Nimrova?
No
I
doubt.
mean, from what I hear, these cruises really swing.
He walked up to me and said to me, "What line of work are you in, Miss Robeson?" And I said, "I'm in Vice, sir."
And then he wasn't so bored anymore.
Hey, I was sitting at the captain's table next night. The champagne just flowed.
Bill, when can I get 7 days off to just take a dinghy to Catalina?
You gotta be dingy to ask a question like that.
Stabbed 6 times, twice in the heart.
The neighbors, nobody saw anything.
No,
No fingerprints.
nothing except the dead policewoman. And maybe this. Hoyt Wiley. You know the name.
Sure, Arizona City. Wanted for killing a couple of policewomen there a few months ago, right?
Wanted, never caught. It's the same MO. Bedroom, dark, gloves, 6 knife wounds, no sexual attack, no apparent motive.
Just insane.
Just insane. But maybe Wiley decided to come to the West Coast. He was reported in Portland and Spokane. Maybe he's down here now.
Captain, we won't in on this, all right?
Franklin and his men will continue on the Wiley end. That's the only possibility we have. I want you to talk to Liz Robeson. She and Rossi were roommates. Find out everything she knows.
She's waiting in my office right now, Captain. She wants in on this, too.
It was 6 weeks ago that she found this house, a rental. She said it was about time that we each had a place of our own. I think she just wanted to do something extravagant with a rave.
Is that when she moved?
Yeah.
Liz? How long did the two of you share the house?
2 years.
Liz, in that time, were there any men who she knew, dated, that might have been a problem? Something personal?
Sarah didn't go out.
Never?
With guys from the academy. When you're in juvenile, your job is your life. You deal with the kids and the parents, or you're always trying to solve some heavy situation.
Were any of those situations especially heavy recently?
Maybe one.
When was this?
About 6 months ago.
What was that, honey?
There was a drunk who had been accused of abusing his children, and he put 2 babies in the hospital. His wife was too scared to testify, and Sarah had finally convinced her to file for divorce.
Did the guy know that Sarah convinced her?
Oh, yeah. I don't know how he got her number, but he did. He started calling Sarah and saying that she had ruined his life. And threatening her.
Well, didn't she report it?
Well, I think she was going to, but then the call stopped.
Liz, do you know his name?
No. But I bet if I looked in her files, I'd find the name.
Come on, I'll help you.
Thank you. So once in a while, Sarah and I would, we'd have a beer and we'd stay up late at night and we'd talk. And one night after we'd seen this movie with a lot of really great-looking people in it, Sarah said, I am plain. I was born plain. And if I could have one wish, I wish I could be pretty for one day. No, make that a one weekend. She didn't know how beautiful she was.
Is she
That'll
gonna?
be $2.25. She's Thank you.
Thank you very much. Hello?
Hi, may I help
Colleen
you?
Hawkins. I'm Sergeant Crowley. This is Sergeant Anderson. Police Department. I'd like to talk to you.
Whatever this is about, can we talk later? I'm real busy.
So are we.
Look, I'm very sorry about that girl. I heard about it on the radio, and I went to church, and I lit a candle for her. But I don't know anything about how she died.
Was murdered. You're married to Sam Hawkins, right?
Was.
Yeah. Well, we're trying to locate him.
Well, you're cops. That shouldn't be hard.
We haven't been able to find him.
Well, that's your problem. Look, I have customers, and my boss is giving me some cockeyed looks.
Why don't we let the boss handle that? I'm sure.
And blow my job, that's all I need.
Mrs. Hawkins, a 23-year-old policewoman named Sarah Rossi is dead.
I know that. And I said it. I'm sick about that. She was the best thing that ever happened to me. Talking me into getting rid of that bum. But I can't help you.
He put 2 of your children in the hospital, one with a concussion, one with 3 fractured ribs, right?
Colleen, where is he?
I don't know.
Have you seen him recently?
About 3 weeks ago.
You want to tell us where?
He came by the house one night to ask for some money. Obviously for booze. I gave it to him and he left.
Do you know where he's living now?
Somewhere in Rosella. A rooming house or an apartment. I don't know.
Thank you.
Bill? Hey, Bill, you hear anything about Hoyt Wiley yet?
Yeah, so far he's been spotted twice. First time he turned out to be a local minister. Second time he was an engineer who just flown in for a month in Japan. Here's Hawkins' mugshot. Let's get busy on him.
This guy Hawkins, we'll start checking the Rosella area, huh?
Yeah, concentrate especially on the bars.
All right.
Bill, let's visit Jim's grave.
Sure, honey. Yeah.
Hi, Bill.
Hi, honey.
Anything?
A couple of love letters from upstairs.
Yeah, I read the one about the policewomen protecting themselves, etc.
Yeah, well, that's the one with the et ceteras. Read the one with the damn it.
To all division heads, we're being besieged by the public, the press, not to mention the commissioner. Nearly a week's gone by, damn it. And we haven't come up with a thing on the S. Rossi case. S. Rossi. By the end of the month, it's going to be Sarah who? The Hawkins suspect is obviously not in the Rosella area. 7 phone calls today alone and the alleged local whereabouts of subject White Wiley have all turned out to be dead ends.
Excuse me, communications just heard from Pete and Joe. They got a tip on Hawkins. He's been spotted in a bar near the harbor.
Hallelujah.
Joe. Hawkins, come here. We just want to talk with you. Hold it. Hawkins, please.
That's right. Come on.
All right, off the car. Come on.
Come on. Come on down. Come on down. Come on.
All right, come on. Put him on the car. Stretch him out.
What are you talking about, phoned her? I never phoned her.
You sure about that, Hawkins? Huh? You sure you didn't phone up Sarah Rossi and threaten her? Absolutely positive, huh?
Please listen. I told you.
Suppose we tell you. Suppose we tell you that there was another policewoman listening in on the extension to your conversation, and she can identify your voice.
Okay. But I never threatened her.
Oh, come on, Hawkins. That's just not the way we heard it.
I just said to her that they were my kids, my family. And she should have minded her own damn business. I didn't like her. I even hated her, okay?
Did you hate her enough to kill her?
I didn't kill her. I didn't even threaten her.
Why'd you try to run? 2 police officers called out to you. You took them for quite a ride.
I didn't know they were the heat. I thought, well, I owe some money. I thought they were trying to collect.
Where were you last Friday night, Hawkins?
It's 1,000 years ago.
Well, think back 1,000 years. Where were you?
I must have been with a friend. Girl I knew.
What was her name?
Rose.
Rose who?
Brarely. Brearely.
Who is she?
She ain't no nun.
Rose? I got 2 of them lived here. Real flowers, both of them.
Rose Brierly.
Yeah, she's the one who moved out.
When?
3 days ago.
Do you know where?
Where? Lady, her rent was paid up. I couldn't care less where.
Tell me something. Was she here last Friday night?
I guess so.
With somebody?
Well, let's put it this way. If she wasn't upstairs with one of her tricks, I'm Princess Grace.
Do you happen to know with whom?
No, I don't. Look, I rent out rooms with kitchenettes. I try to keep the halls clean. I wash off any filthy language from the walls as soon as I see it. That garden out there, that tacky garden, I try to keep it from looking double tacky. All of which puts me into bed at about 10 o'clock, and which means that I couldn't keep up with the traffic around here if I wanted to.
You behave yourself.
Bill, any luck?
Oh.
No. What's with Hawkins?
Well, they let him go.
Oh, no.
The polygraph proved inconclusive. And the public defender, Chapa, he came stomping in.
Yeah, you said it all, Pete. Choppa. Hoyt Wiley, has he been seen again?
Not in the last half hour.
Anything from Liz?
Nothing yet.
Shove up. I'm waiting for someone.
You want to see me?
Hello, Francie.
I've been out of town a couple days. My sister's real sick.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Plane fare cost me plenty.
How much?
$300.
That's awful high, Francine.
You paid it before.
Rose Brierly. Do you know her?
Oh, she's, an acquaintance.
Yeah. We're looking for her hard.
How hard, Liz?
$300.
Oh, there was an extra 50 for the cab fare, so tips, you know.
Do you know where she is?
How about it?
$350. You'll have it tomorrow.
She, went back to her pimp. Dude named Ossie Dalton, you know him?
No. Where's his place?
Chelsea Street, the apartment house on the corner. Okay?
Thank you. Give my best to your sister.
She's feeling better already.
Yeah?
You Rose Brierly? I mean, he said you were something, but he didn't prepare me for all this.
Who said that?
Ossie. Ossie Dalton? I don't know, maybe I'm in the wrong place.
No, you're in the right place, Ansel. Come on in.
Listen, on second thought, Rose, why don't you just come along with me? Let's slip into a fishnet, honey. Let's move it.
Hey, Liz, your Ho Chi Minh's getting cold. Not to mention your butterfly shrimp.
I'm not hungry. It's been such a week.
Yeah, hasn't it?
I'm glad it's over, but I'm not hungry.
Not hungry? Well, then maybe you don't mind if we help you out a bit, do you?
No.
Did the Brierly girl roll over on Hawkins?
No, because she was with Hawkins.
What?
That's right. They spent the evening together. She said he drank too much, conked out, hit the sack. Then 2 of her girlfriends came over and they played cards the rest of the night. He was there in plain sight.
We checked them both out separately. It's true.
And that leaves us with Hoyt Wiley as our only suspect.
Hoyt Wiley. We just got word they picked him up an hour ago, and they're flying him back to Arizona City. He's been holed up in Ohio for 2 months.
Just isn't our day, is it?
Honey Bunch. Over here, Honey Bunch. Let's eat. Come on. Poor baby's getting so old she can hardly see.
Yeah, but she can still eat. Look at her go.
I tell you something, she wouldn't do that for me. I'd hand feed her.
Okay, well, let's see what we have for us.
Are you inviting us to dinner?
Hey, according to my watch, I'd say it's about time we went out and had a bite to eat someplace. What do you say to Mazzarino's, little veal picante?
Well, I've got to walk Honey Bunch later, and I think it's going to be raining. Bill, I'm really frustrated. I couldn't smile at a waiter to save my life.
Could you smile at me?
Oh, you too.
Let me see what I have here.
Why don't I make the salad? Tell her what a good salad
she
I make.
makes a great salad.
I bet.
You got any cucumbers? She's great with cucumbers.
Yes, and carrots.
Wait a
Give
minute.
me the carrots.
Bear? Tell you what, right after dinner, why don't we take Honey Bunch for a walk? And we'll pack you off with peppers for the night, okay?
What?
Yeah, we talked about it, and I think Bill's right. Wiley's locked up, Hawkins is out of the picture, and Sarah's murder, well, that could be the start of some new pattern. There's someone out there all wrapped up in hate.
Yes, for police women. And in case you forget, that's what I am. I'm a cop. I have a gun, I know how to use it, and this place has more locks than San Quentin.
Yeah, well, I'd like it if you'd spend the night at Pep's.
I've got sole, crab au gratin, lasagna, lasagna.
Listen, do you have any lasagna?
I'll look.
Who is me?
Jeremy.
Mr. Jenkins.
Jeremy Jenkins, at your service, Sergeant. What are you doing here?
I live here, remember? You and your wife live 2 doors down.
Well, as long as I'm here.
It's late, Mr. Jenkins.
Dr. Mike Besser. Dr. Mike Besser. Nurses station.
I'm Sergeant Crowley.
Sergeant Crowley. I'm Dr. Lieberman.
Is she still alive?
Yeah? Thanks to the neighbor who found her and called us.
She's gonna make it.
Well, we're trying. Can't be sure about that. She's in intensive care.
Come on, sir.
Sergeant, only family is allowed in there.
It's okay, I'm her family.
We'll stay only a few minutes.
Dr. Robert Crowell. Please report to 6th floor nurse station.
Joe?
Yeah, Pep, we just talked to a neighbor named Volpe. Lives next door to Liz.
What's he got?
Well, he said something about the storm kept him awake last night. He thought he heard shots. So he went to the window, saw a male Caucasian run to a car, get in it, and drive off. Late model Pinto, dark color. But he was able to get the first 3 numbers of the license, 746.
746. You checked with DMV?
They traced it to a rental company, name of Big Val. But you know, they have 7 outlets. So we rounded up the general manager. He says he thinks it's his place in Brandon.
I think this may be what you're looking for, Sergeant. It's our only 746.
Is the car here?
No, the client returned it about an hour ago. Then his father and his son came in. They were going to Tahoe or something, and they just rented it and drove it off. They didn't even.
You mean
let
the car's
me
not here?
No.
This is Frank Navarre. Is he the one that turned it in?
Yes, and out of towner from New Orleans. Their license
Yeah,
plate.
he rented it, right?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Had he ever been in before?
Yes. A week ago yesterday. A different car, same customer.
What did he look like?
Look like? Oh, he was very ordinary looking, in his 30s, 34, 33, maybe a little bit younger.
Tall or short? What?
Medium. I'd have to say medium. Maybe a little taller than medium.
Pep, look at this. Navarre. Today he signed it with 1 hour, last week with 2.
Well, let's move on that.
Miss, you want to go down to headquarters with us, please?
Oh, look, if this is just about a stolen license or something, I can't...
It's more than just a stolen license, believe me.
Well, but I'm alone here.
I understand. You want to call your boss and tell him you're closing up for a while? Just tell him 2 cops want you to go down and look at some pictures, okay? Thanks very much.
He isn't any of these men.
Okay, let's try this one. Please, just take your time. Just keep looking, all right? Yeah.
I got that New Orleans number. Talked to an old woman. She could hardly speak English, and you know my French. All I could gather was that this Navarre was at work and wouldn't be home till tonight.
Nothing yet, huh?
No. Sergeant Crowley's office. Yes? Yes. I see.
Dr. Mansfield. Dr. Mansfield. Report to X-ray.
Sorry, we did everything we could. She died just a few minutes ago.
Thank you.
Dr. Eman reports to the resident doctor.
The landlady said her husband took the dog to the park. They won't be gone long. You want to drive over?
No, why don't we just wait?
This was left with the landlady for Liz and the ship's photographer. Dear Liz, we pulled in yesterday after another mad, gay 7 days. Sorry you weren't home, but I thought I'd drop these off rather than mail them. You know that service, Jim. P.S. I'll try to phone you for a quick hello before we sail again tonight. Do you want to see him?
She really had a nice time, didn't she?
Looks that way. Bill, I know hunches are just that, hunches.
I'm sorry, Pat. What'd you say?
I have a hunch. Frank Navarre, that stolen driver's license. Suppose, just maybe, it was stolen from him aboard a ship. He might have been a passenger on the same ship as Liz. We could check that out. And do you remember the day Liz got back last week? She told you she had lost her address book. I thought she was just putting you on, but what if she didn't lose it? You see what I'm getting at?
Yeah, go ahead.
What if, let's say, what if somebody lifted it from her purse or it was taken from her cabin? It was filled with addresses, like Sarah's. Sarah Rossi was murdered exactly 1 week ago, the night the ship got in. What I'm trying to get at is, what if the killer worked on the ship and murdered Sarah using the same M.O. as Wiley to throw us off? Wiley's case was written up in the papers for weeks, for months.
But he was really after Liz. Is that what you mean?
Possible.
Pepper, what's the name of that steamship line?
Shelley. L-L-E-Y.
Remember the name of that funny lady she said was her cabin mate? The one who smoked the pipe? Remember her name? Mrs. Nimmerover, if our theory's right, could you tell us if there might have been somebody on board ship, maybe even a crewman?
Who wanted to kill her? Oh, no, he'd have to be demented, a totally deranged mind. No, they were all so fond of her. And aside from her being so pretty, she was just herself, Elizabeth. Oh no, I couldn't.
What is that, Mrs. Nimmerover?
No, it would be an accusation that I couldn't be certain of, so it would be unjust, wrong. My conscience, I wouldn't.
Would you please?
Elizabeth and I, we ate together at the same table with another couple, the Mazes from San Diego. Oh, sweet people. And they assigned us a waiter, a young man by the name of Albert. Al. And he was obviously very attracted to Elizabeth. And how did... Oh, he wanted to, how do they say it these days? Wanted to come on with her? Pleasantly, but persistently. Of course, at first it maybe flattered her, but then it began to bother her, and she began to talk to me about him, and about how she'd be dancing with someone, and he'd be there off in the corner of a lounge just watching her. And I told her, I said, Elizabeth, dear, now, you shouldn't let that bother you. He's just lonely and a little lovesick. But now, this is the picture that I took at the captain's gala. Oh, now there's Elizabeth. And here are the Mazes. And there's he, the waiter, Al.
That's Meade's bunk.
Joe, check that out.
Hey, Pete. Yeah. Albert Meade, this is it.
This is address book. Say this man's not yet on board?
No, Sergeant, but the crew's due back within the hour.
Let's get those black and whites off the dock. The rest of them in the port. Two guys down there. Hey, Pete. Hey, Joe.
Yeah, Bill.
Yeah, William.
Let's get all these uniformed officers out of sight. We don't want this guy making us first.
Right. Let's go.
That's him.
ain't worth it, man.
I'm gonna have a brandy. You want one?
Yeah, I guess so.
Here you go.
Thanks.
It was good seeing all those people, huh? A lot of people loved her. Bill, Liz used to ask your advice on a lot of things. She asked you if you thought she'd make a good cop, and you told her yes. And that was the right answer because that's what she wanted. I hope you know you did the right thing. Do you know you did?
Hey, honey bunch. Dumb name for a dog.
Trick or treat, Daddy.
In case you haven't been listening, Charlie, I enjoyed the lunch. But the matinee turned out to be a rerun of something I didn't particularly enjoy the first time around.
You may be a cop, but you're breaking the law, pal.
Someone picked the lock, dumped off Miss St. Clair, and then just vanished? Yes.
Kissed the girls and made them die?
Look, why don't we just forget the whole thing, okay? It's late, and I've had a couple of prospects waiting at the office since 12:30. I mean, I don't mind blowing a sale for a good reason, but this is ridiculous. If you got problems, why don't you do me a favor, Charlie? Why don't you work them out with somebody else, a doctor, a shrink, whatever the case requires. You know, there's all sorts of ways of getting help. Therapeutic ways that don't involve non-professionals like me. See, I'm just not equipped to handle your situation. My husband, my ex-husband, he had the same, well, to tell you the truth, Charlie, when it came to the bewitching hour, you could have been twin brothers. Oh, and did I take it all personally? Thought that the only solution would be a quick trip to the medicine cabinet. If we'd had as many sleeping pills as aspirin, I guess I'd be dead right now. I guess I'd be dead for a whole year. In case you haven't been listening, Charlie, I enjoyed the lunch. But the matinee turned out to be a rerun of something I didn't particularly enjoy the first time around. So, when you're all zipped together, I want to be taken back to my office. At least if I can make a sale, the day won't be a total loss. Hey, you wouldn't be interested in a nice duplex, would you? One with an enclosed patio and a heated pool?
12Y50, code 1.
12Y50, go.
12Y50, what's your ETA to court?
12Y50. Tell the DA that I'm running a little late. I'll be there in about 10 minutes.
12Y50, roger.
Y50, requesting warrant on 396 Paul Edward King.
Stand by.
12Y50, roger.
12Y50, 396 Paul Edward King, no water warrant.
Pull around the corner. Just pull around the corner. See your driver's license, please.
What's the problem, officer? Certainly couldn't have been speeding.
Is your current address, Mr. Hollis?
Yeah. Look, I'm in a hurry, so if I've broken some law, I'd like to know what it is.
Where are you headed, sir?
I asked you what the problem was. I don't have to tell you anything unless there's a legitimate reason.
Sir, you seem very nervous to me. You're perspiring a great deal, you know.
Good Lord. It's 102. Did you stop me because I'm perspiring?
Do you mind stepping out of your car, please?
Yeah, I mind one whole hell of a lot.
You want to please step out of your car, sir?
Look, I'm an architect, okay? I own my own firm. If you're interested, it's about 6 blocks straight down. It's 4222 Elm. My name is in the lobby and on every door on the top floor.
You want to give me your car keys?
You gotta be kidding.
No, sir, I'm not.
You want something in that hand, I'll give you my lawyer and about 5 of his associates.
Take one step back. Take one step back. There you go, right there. Now stay right there. I mean, stay right there.
You may be a cop, but you're breaking the law, pal. You open that trunk and your department's gonna be in the middle of the biggest lawsuit it's had in 20 years.
Call the police! Tell them officer needs help and get an ambulance right away!
Who put out the call?
We think it was 12Y50. A citizen saw him take off after the driver of that car.
What's this ambulance here for?
Oh, didn't they tell you?
No.
Oh, we've got a victim. She was in the trunk, stuffed in a garbage bag.
Joe.
Yeah.
You better ride with her and get a statement if you can. Anything.
Okay. Okay, fella.
That's it. You pull him over because you felt something wasn't kosher. That's your probable cause.
What can I say, Captain? Now, the minute I saw the guy, I knew it was dirty.
Cops intuition.
You can call it that.
Good old sixth sense.
Well, I'll tell you this, it's right more times than it is wrong.
Well, try selling that to a jury. It's like peddling a load of ripe garbage.
But this guy was dripping wet, Captain. He's sitting inside of an air-conditioned car, sweating, dripping wet.
Maybe he had a glandular problem.
What he had was guilt all over his face.
Well, that's too bad, because from what you said, we won't even get our filing.
Hey, why don't we slow down long enough to think? I mean, what if Bill hadn't opened that trunk for whatever reason? Somebody'd be dead right now.
Don't get touchy, Pepper.
I'm not touchy, but just once, for a change, why don't we start dealing with something positive?
Why is she so touchy today?
I don't know, Cap. Maybe it's the heat.
Hey, Bill, what about this?
That's it. You had to have seen that, Bill. That's your probable cause right there. Come on, Bill, that's blood. That's physical. That's the strongest PC you can have.
No, the blood wasn't on the bumper when I stopped the car. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
What I need to know, what's very important for me to find out is what you've said. Every word, even what you might have let slip.
All I did, buddy boy, was make my one phone call to the tennis club where I knew you'd be. Now, what's this slip routine? If I'm not mistaken, the word usually implies some kind of devious behavior. You think I'm guilty of stabbing that slut? Is that it, kid?
Hey, I don't care if you're the West Coast slasher. I'm here to protect you and to see that you protect yourself.
Beginning to sound like Mummy.
Your mother, God rest her, was not my favorite person.
She wasn't anybody's, Ron, including good old Dad or any of his girlfriends. Look, what's the situation here? They gonna book me and take away my wristwatch and shoelaces and things?
They might go through the motions. But you really don't have too much to worry about, even if you did shoot off your compulsive mouth. Poisonous fruit from a poisonous tree, Charlie. The search is no good. They didn't have probable cause. Anything that might develop as a result of that is called fruit from a poisonous tree. It's not admissible.
I mean, they can't do anything? Nothing at all?
They could file, but they know they'd probably never get it past a preliminary hearing. You're home free.
Believe me, I'm just as concerned about this as you are. I just need something a little more tangible to go on other than, what are we talking about here? 6th Sense.
Let me tell you something about 6th Sense, Mr. Prosecutor. It keeps more cops alive and solves more cases than any crime lab or training exercise I know about.
And when was the last time you launched that towards a jury and watched it come back and hit you smack in the face, huh? No, we just better hope that this girl stays alive and is able to testify.
What if she dies? No, I mean, what if it becomes murder one? Are you just going to sit back in your chair like that and tell me that as far as your office is concerned, it's a legal wipeout?
If she dies, Sergeant, we are left with zilch. That's what I'm going to tell you. Because we don't have witnesses, we don't have any admissible evidence. Technically speaking, we won't even have a corpse. You listen to me. You go out and get me some legally obtained physical evidence, and I'll file your case for you. Okay?
Well, it's about time. Well, I see it went about as well as we expected, huh?
Just once, I'd like for the public to get a good close-up look at our judicial system. Just once. How are you? What are you doing in that clown suit? I thought you were working advice.
All good things must come to an end, Billy. She had a little trouble with about 50% of the investigator's exam. I did better than that on my driver's test.
So they dumped me back in uniform, put me behind a desk at Southeast Division.
You better be careful. That's a good way to put pounds on places you don't want to put pounds on.
In this thing, who could tell the difference?
Crowley.
Bye-bye, officer. Hope I didn't ruin your day.
Oh, we all knew it was going to happen. What's the big surprise? Listen, If you don't mind, I'll take you up on that pizza some other time.
Sure, go do your thing.
All right. Want to get something to eat?
Not particularly.
Sandy's across the street. I can call her and she can bring us back some pizzas, okay? Look, you don't like the system right now, and neither do I. But neither one of us has had anything to eat for over 7 hours. Come on. I'll treat. I'll even leave the tip this time, okay?
I'm looking all over for you. Joe just called from Central Receiving. That girl that you found, the stabbing victim, she just died.
Okay. As far as I'm concerned, we got a whole new ball game with a whole new set of rules.
Police Department, 36.
It's the police department?
Yes, it is.
Well, I think I witnessed a murder across the canyon from where I live. This guy was stabbing a woman.
What was the address there?
Where?
Where you're calling from?
Why?
We'd like to send someone over to talk to you and fill out a statement. Hello, hello, hello. Police Department, 36.
I called you about a murder yesterday afternoon. It was in the paper this morning, so now you know I'm not kidding.
You said you saw a woman being stabbed across some canyon, wasn't that it?
I saw the whole thing through a telescope. Just like it was
Don't make
happening
conspiracy,
right in
Sergeant
front
Crowley.
of me. Like
Sure, of course I did.
I could.
Like you could what?
You just give me the address and I'll be right
I
over.
could reach out and touch them
I don't
with my
think it's silly at all. No, I think we better talk as soon as possible.
Could you
Sooner
identify
the
them?
better.
Either the attacker or the victim?
4307, 36th
What was
Street.
your name again, sir? I don't
Okay,
think I wrote it
you
down
just sit tight. I'll be there in 15 minutes.
I didn't give you my name. You're not going to trick me either, so don't try.
I suppose you could say it was a practical joke, especially knowing Charlie like I do, but there was something strange beneath it, something almost cruel.
I'd say he was trying to warn you. Maybe even punish you for something. Seeing this thing in the dark could give you a heart attack.
Oh, mine's been broken too many times. You know, Hemingway said, getting broken makes you stronger. He said that in The Sun Also Rises, and it's true. I suppose that is how I've been able to survive so many incredible things in these past 30-odd years.
You are a prostitute, aren't you, Miss Wallace?
So, the cop's mind works like the mind of every other cop.
No, I just had a hunch you didn't earn your daily bread sketching nightlife at O'Connor's. So I had you checked out, and I was right.
And from now on, the old hussy gets the respect she deserves.
I think our friend Hollis is a psychopath, and I also think he's killed more than one girl. You can help me by telling me as much as you know about this guy, simply and honestly.
I met him at O'Connor's. I suppose you could say we were attracted by a mutual interest in art. On occasion, I helped him find companions.
You didn't date him yourself?
Just once. Right after we met, he took me to dinner, then back to a place he keeps.
He keeps a place?
Presumably for entertainment.
Where?
I'm not sure. It's in the West Hills section. It was dark.
Tell me something, this date, is it what you'd consider a normal date?
You're asking me whether he ran the bases like every other little leaguer. I couldn't say. It never got that far.
Why not?
I chalked it up to conscience. He's a married man, you know.
Yeah, listen, This place that he keeps, you think you could find it again?
I really don't know.
Ron? Ron?
Smile! You're on candid camera.
What are you trying to do?
Dear heart, I'm trying to announce our friendship to the whole of depraved humanity.
When you act like this, you're no better than he is.
I'm sorry. Look, I act like this. I drink too much because I'm going out of my mind. From sneaking around corners, from sneaking around motels, from sneaking in phone calls. Hell, baby, I'm scared half the time and I'm going out of my mind. I just want a life for us. Something.
It can never happen.
No! That's finished as of now. Look. He's a very confident man and very, very vulnerable. We've never had a better chance. It's just a matter of playing a game with the police. And I think I know how.
How's this along here?
It looks like the area, but I told you, at night, with a couple of martinis, it all looks kind of bleary. Wait, stop.
What?
Stop, back up. Back up. That street there. There's something about that street that looks familiar.
See anything?
Yeah, hold it. Right up there. That's what I remember, right there.
You sure?
Yes, that beautiful bottle glass, because I asked him if he'd had it put in, and he said it was already there when he bought the house.
You want to see something even better than that? Look right over there. Pepper? You're not gonna believe this.
Hello there, stranger. You look pretty spirited. Madame Toulouse show you her etchings?
No. But she did show me a little hideout up on Woodley Canyon where Hollis takes his girls. And guess what was on the front lawn?
Fertilizer.
A for sale sign, and the realtor was Pamela St. Clair. So, no, just stand there. Let's go.
Where do you think you're going?
You and I are going to go to a search warrant, and then we are going to take that place apart.
You. Not me. You are headed to court alone. Tri Department 95, Judge Kramer. He's issued a bench warrant for your arrest.
Hey, William, what are you so hacked about?
Listen, I don't believe this. I missed a court appearance because I stopped to bust some guy who's got a mutilated woman in the trunk of his car. So what do? They kick him loose. I mean, not even a filing. Me, some idiot judge now wants to toss me into the slammer.
Hey, listen, at least you've got a little pizzazz in your life. My first day out from under a desk, they send me out to take a Peeping Tom complaint. Some pimply-faced kid up on Stratford Drive with a telescope.
See. Hey, Sandy. Listen, are you alone?
Why, Sergeant Crowley, what a personal question.
No, listen, I'm serious. This might have something to do with what I'm working on.
A peak fridge?
Yeah. You got yourself a passenger.
You can't shine on that nasty old judge, William.
I'm beginning to have more and more respect for that investigator's exam. You're worse than I do.
Okay, Sergeant, why don't you come right this way and I'll show you what I mean. My problem is that I'm alone most of the time. My husband travels and he's on the road a great deal. You know, and I feel a woman has a right to a little privacy in her own backyard. And if I get the urge to all of a sudden take it off because I want to exercise or sunbathe, then I feel it's between me and whoever happens to be my guest. I mean, you know, within the privacy of a person's own environment, they have the right to do whatever they want as long as it doesn't hurt anybody else. But I'll tell you what really makes me mad is when I come out here and undress, that snot-nosed kid is up there watching me with one of those 1,000-powered telescopes.
Excuse me, Sergeant. I finally found a parking space at the bottom of the hill.
The devil is that?
Officer Palmer, ma'am, at your service.
I asked for a policeman.
You got one of our best, Mrs. DeLuca. Officer Palmer's had extensive experience in this type of a situation.
Oh, yeah? Well, why the hell isn't she up there arresting that creep?
Well, it's because you haven't shown us which house yet.
Oh. There it is, right up there. You see between those two trees?
What is that, Stratford Drive?
You better believe it.
And what is this street here? Is that Willie Canyon?
Yeah, but what does that got to do with anything? Hey, where are you going?
You just stay put, Mrs. DeLuca. You've been more help than you'll ever know.
Criminal conspiracy, Stiles.
May I talk to Sergeant Anderson, please?
Start at office right now. Would you like to leave a message?
Yes. Would you tell her that Mrs. Hollis called? Mrs. Charles Hollis. She can call me at 555-8383 if she gets in within the hour. Otherwise, I don't want to be disturbed.
Okay, I'll tell her.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's gotta be it.
Pepper.
I guess old Judge Kramer must have tossed Bill in jail by now.
Maybe. I haven't seen him. But you got a phone call.
Oh.
Hollis's wife. She said if you were back within the hour, you should call her.
Mm-hmm.
Made it by 7 minutes.
Hi. I'm Sergeant Crowley of the police department. Is your father and mother at home?
No, they're not. They both work.
What about your brother?
I guess you've got the wrong place. I don't have any brother.
Son, may we talk to you for a minute?
What for?
Look, son, if I have to come back, it'll be when your parents are here. We can do this now or later. It's up to you. You want to hear something funny? There's a woman down there that's kind of an exhibitionist. She's got the impression that somebody's been watching her through a telescope.
Down there?
Can I look through it?
Sure.
Thanks. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's the house, all right. You wouldn't believe what she's doing right now.
Maybe she ought to see a psychiatrist.
This thing is really powerful. Really something. Say somebody committed a murder over there. I'd almost feel like I could reach out and touch him with my hands. Well, you want to talk here, son, or you want to talk back at headquarters? Sooner or later, Bruce, you're gonna have to say something. Even if it's just to tell me that you're thirsty. So why don't you talk to me now? Look, I know you saw the murder. I know you called the police. You obviously wanted to tell us about it. You just didn't want us to reveal your name and address. I understand that. You see, now it's all out in the open, Bruce. I mean, we know who you are. We know where you live. So there shouldn't be any more problem. We'll just work together and work with you as much as we can. What do you say?
Police Department 36. Is this the police department? Yes, it is. Well, I think I witnessed a murder across the canyon from where I live. This guy was stabbing a woman.
There's another one on there, too, following morning. Would you like to hear it?
That may sound like me, but it isn't.
That's the victim. That's the woman you saw. One of these is her attacker. The guy who stabbed her 7 times. Now, if you don't want to say anything, that's fine, Bruce. All you gotta do is just lift your hand up, tap the guilty one. Bruce, just tap the guilty one, okay? Please?
There was a kid who lived on my block. An older kid named Eddie. One of his favorite tricks was riding around with a pellet gun, shooting at other cars. One day I was driving home with a friend, and Eddie came along and shot out the back window. I guess we could have been killed. Dad went to the police. We were all willing to testify. But you know what happened? The district's attorney's office wouldn't press charges. About 6 months later, I was walking back from the movies, and Eddie jumped out at me from behind some bushes. When I woke up, I was in the dirt with a busted nose. He said if I told anyone, he'd burn down my house with everyone in it. And I knew he would, because he was crazy. So guess what? I never said a word. Not even to Mom and Dad. So now, you're talking to me about voice tapes and hassling me about my conscience and asking me to testify against someone who's even crazier than Eddie. Well, what if I do? And you have to let him go. Can you guarantee he'll never jump out at me with a knife and kill me the same way he killed that girl?
It's okay, Bruce. It's okay.
Come on, my friend, I'll take you home. You know, if we hurry, maybe we can get there before Mom and Dad even knows you're gone.
Hey, Bill. Pepper get you?
No, I thought you went home.
No. Hollis's wife called. She went out to see him.
Why didn't you go with her?
She didn't want me to. She thought that she'd do better alone.
I'm sorry it took me so long.
Please, come in.
Thank you.
Come in, please.
Would you believe my car wouldn't start, and then about 3 blocks from here there was a school parade. The band, or whatever it was, gave a concert right in the middle of the street.
Oh, yes, that seems to happen about once a week around here. Can I get you a cup of coffee or a cold drink or something?
Oh, no, I'm fine, thanks.
I really don't know how to begin. I suppose the real truth is I'm terrified. I can't live with my husband anymore, and if I try to leave him, he'll kill me.
You mean he's actually threatened that?
Oh, yes. Yes, he's actually had his hands around my throat and tried to choke me. You see, we were never really... what I mean is, the bedroom side of our marriage never really... At first, I told myself, well, I had to tell myself that things would get better, change, but they never did. In fact, they got worse. Sicker. More and more depraved.
Mrs. Hollis, what is it you're trying to tell me?
What I'm trying to tell you is, I never met him at any restaurant that night. The night that Pamela St. Clair was killed.
You better let me in, girls. Better unlock this door.
Who's that knocking at my door? Not keen on it. Mustn't frustrate Papa. Mustn't do that. No, no, no.
Peter, pumpkin eater. Had a wife and couldn't keep her. You put her in a No. You put her in a pool house shell, and there he killed her very well.
Oh, that's the bathroom. There's no other way out of here.
Kissed the girls and made them die!
Where's Pepper? Where's she?
Hi, freeze! Hold it! Right there!
Move out of there, Pepper. All right, hold it. All right. Get up now. Put your hands on top of your head. Get him up there. Let's go.
What about?
Get him on top of your head. Let's go. Get him on top of your head. Let's go.
Little Jack Horner sat in a corner eating his Christmas pie. He stuck in his tongue and he pulled out a plum and he said, "Oh, what a good boy am I. What a good boy am I. What a good boy am I."
I'm sorry, sir.
He's dead and you want me to find a chest?
It's important to me. Personal belongings.
You have a strange way of showing grief for your boy.
Where'd he come from?
Who
are you people?
We picked you up yesterday. We're police officers.
Where you going, big boy?
Lose yourself, clown.
Hey, how you been?
He's sick. Now you better untire.
Drop. Blow your guts out.
Uncle Moss. How is that?
Great, baby. Except you won't be speaking any Spanish at this marina we're gonna pull into.
But it's in Mexico.
Yeah, and the bus boys, like the dollar bill, they all speak English.
He makes me feel uncomfortable. Johnny, where's Juan this trip? I mean, how come him?
Well, it's a simple matter of germs.
Translation? In English, senor.
Well, Juan got the flu, so he sent his cousin to take over.
I don't like him.
Do you like me?
Want me to show you?
All right, that's it. Get to the stern. No questions, just move.
Hey, what do you think you're doing?
Move! Move!
Here she comes. She's gonna be alongside in a couple of minutes. You hear me, McManus? Okay, get the line, McManus. Okay. How'd it go?
Well, the guy and his girlfriend, they were real cooperative. Then I picked up Tobin. He came aboard with the stuff. And we were offloaded and on our way in 15 minutes.
Good. Let's see what we got here. Yeah. All right. Move her out about 100 yards. Pull the plug, wait in the raft, and we'll pick you up.
Anything on radar?
Yeah. The Queen Mary followed you here.
Funny.
Now scuttle her. Something the matter, kid?
That was the Sea Eagle out of the Briseis Marina, right?
Right. You're a regular marine encyclopedia. Anybody ever tell you that?
Look, Scow, I know the owner of that boat. John Woods.
So?
So the only way you'll ever get that boat away from him is to kill him.
You're pulling that line while I get this tub underway.
What do you got in the case, Mr. Scow? Sure as hell isn't all that bonita we ain't been catching.
You gonna pull in that line?
Who is it?
Your mother.
It's my day off.
It was your day off.
Should have locked the door.
Hey, glad to see you using my Christmas present.
Oh, it still works after all this time, believe it or not. What's up?
I got a call from the Coast Guard. Seems they found a cabin cruiser scuttled.
That sounds like the crime of the century already.
Well, the only thing is, when it took off, Pepper, there were 3 people aboard. One was a stockbroker, a young guy named Woods, his fiancée, a model, and a bogus crew member.
How bogus?
Well, they found the guy who should have been manning her, wasted. So his killer obviously went on board in his place. They don't know what happened next, except that when they located the boat, they didn't locate the 3 people.
Why don't you help yourself to a beer?
Our divers went down to have a look. Somebody had disconnected the water intake manifold and just pumped her full of seawater.
Then why didn't it sink completely?
Well, not this boat, Sergeant Anderson. It's equipped with a special flotation collar right here. So she took on water up to the bridge, but that was it.
I'll tell you what I'd like to do, Commander. I'd like to have our own lab men take a look at her.
Sure thing.
What do you make of it?
Piracy, drug trafficking.
Mm-hmm. And now homicide. Juan Segaris and that couple, probably.
We've had 6 other boats missing and not recovered, so we sent out a special bulletin to alert the boat owners. Looks like we missed this one.
I got a couple of guys out looking for Jack O'Malley. The harbor detective tells me he knows more about boats and owners than anybody in this area. Is that true?
Yeah. But good luck if you can find him. He's been into the booze for about a year now, so he could be anywhere in the area or in any skid row on the coast.
Would he know something if he were sober?
Sober? Oh, yeah.
Whitfield?
You.
I'm McManus.
How do you do? So how much further down can you go on this one than you can this old one?
Look, you studied diving in your own time. I'm interested in finding my son.
Oh, partner. It just helps, you know. Know a little bit about a lot of things in my business. Your boy, Scott. How long did you say he was missing?
Well, he's not exactly missing. Not in the true sense.
And why'd you call me?
Look, my boy and me, we had a disagreement about how to conduct a salvage operation. He took off. And I'd like to patch things up.
Yeah, when was that? When did he take off?
Oh, a few weeks ago.
Where'd he go?
I heard he's signed up on a fishing boat in this area. It runs up and down the coast.
What's the name of it?
There are over 100 of them sailing out of here. And I just don't have the time to do any more checking than I've already done.
Oh, I see. But you're willing to pay a private investigator $150 a day in expenses just to babysit your boy? He's 20 years old. He's 20 years old, isn't he?
Whitfield.
Yeah.
Please. Look, I called his girlfriend. She's real worried, too.
What's her name?
Karen. Karen Walters.
Where'd I find her?
She works in a cafe on Chapin, right across from Land's End.
What'd you say his name was? O'Malley. Jack O'Malley.
The cops usually pay a little cash for information. Is that correct?
You've been watching a little television, huh? Well, how about a 5?
Well, thanks.
What about O'Malley now, the information?
Well, I'm new down around here. I just got in from Portland, but I've heard the name. So if you just keep asking around, I'd have settled for a deuce.
O'Malley.
That's right.
Well, you said Jack. I know Jackson.
Jackson O'Malley. We're trying to locate him.
Oh, he's in pretty bad shape, that one is.
We've heard. Any idea where?
Well, there's a couple of flop houses he's been favoring the last couple of months.
Got some names?
Yeah, the Star and the Waldorf Square. You could check out either one of them.
Thank you, good buddy.
Scal's the one on the bridge.
Scott had us a hand, huh?
Yes.
Where was he headed?
They were gonna fish the waters off Baja.
How come you know that his daddy didn't?
Scott didn't want him to know. He asked a lot of people not to tell him if he asked. Want some more coffee?
A little bit. When did you hear from him last?
He called from San Diego Saturday.
That's good. What do you have to say? Sit down.
Nothing much. A little personal stuff, you know. But I could tell something was wrong. He sounded, well, scared. You know what a seal is? Not the animal. A Navy SEAL.
Oh, like Frogman.
Yeah, exactly. Only tougher. Well, Scott spent 2 years in Vietnam at the end of the war in a SEAL unit. And he doesn't scare easily.
What's Scal and the rest of the crew like?
I don't know. They only been around here a little over a year and pretty much loners.
Why'd Scott have a fight with his dad?
I don't know.
They must have told you something.
Only that his father had lost sight of his values, like Scott put it, and he wanted to protect him.
2 joggers found him washed up on the beach. Looks like the sharks already got to him.
Jeez, how'd you ever identify that?
He was wearing these.
Scott McManus, U.S. Navy. Cause of death?
Probably drowning. Really won't know till after the autopsy.
You know, the Sea Eagle was scuttled about a half-mile offshore. Could he have been on her?
Yeah, sure he could have. He probably went over the side before she went down. I don't know what the kid was into, do you?
No, sure don't. Mr. McManus, can you tell me where your son was working recently? The sign outside says McManus and Son. Now, Scott was a part of this business.
I'm sure you've snooped around enough to know my boy took off 3 weeks ago.
Can you tell me why?
It's none of your business. You just find out who killed him. That's what you cops are paid for, not to pry into our private lives.
Mr. McManus, that's what I'm trying to do, sir, to find out who killed him. That's why I'm asking these questions. Sir, the Coast Guard has located a cabin cruiser, the Sea Eagle. It was scuttled about a half a mile off the coast. Do you have any idea? Do you know if Scott ever worked on the Sea Eagle?
Scott probably worked in half the boats down here at one time or another. He's been around them all his life.
Why would anybody want to scuttle a $175,000 cabin cruiser? Do you have any idea, sir?
When will Scott's body be available to be moved?
I'm really not sure, sir, but I can find out for you.
Now, please, I'd like to be alone.
Thank you very much.
Chuck Whitfield. Oh? I want to leave a message for him. Have him call me right away. My name is McManus. He has my number. It's important. Here's $5,000. Find out who murdered my son.
Listen, if you're so sure it's murder, why don't you take it to the police? They're working on it.
I don't need to find out if, just who. When you've got a name, call me. You start with John Skull. Word's out now, Scott was last seen on his boat. Also, my boy took some of my personal property with him when he left.
What kind of property?
A chest. A little smaller than that one. I want it back.
He's dead and you want me to find a chest?
There are ways, and it's important to me. It contains personal belongings, family things.
Things he wanted to protect you from?
What's that supposed to mean?
You have a strange way of showing grief for your boy.
Watch your step.
Thought you said the Waldorf.
Well, with the money that Crowley pays off in information, this is the best we get.
We better find him before they tear this place down.
Yeah, the guy said 6.
This floor may go any minute.
6.
Hey, O'Malley. Hey, O'Malley. Come on, sport. Come on. Come on over here. Come on. Hey, buddy. Wake up.
You think that's him?
It smells like him. Come on, he fits the description. Come on, he's out. Come on, buddy.
Let's get him out of here fast.
Come on now. Come on. It's all right. Come on, go with me. Come on. Come on. Ah, come on now.
I don't even know you.
Come on. Ah, it's a heavy one. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on. Ah. Good to know a week's work. Come on, buddy.
Who are you?
I got it. It's all right.
Yeah.
Morning.
Morning.
Morning, Captain Scott.
Yeah.
I'm Sergeant Crowley with the police department. This is Investigator Royster.
Yeah, Crowley and Royster. That has a nice ring to it.
Yeah. Oh, you think so? Have we come aboard?
Sure. Delgado, Tobin, get over and pick up those parts I ordered. Take a good look around, Sergeant. It's just a fishing boat.
Yeah, I haven't been on a boat since I got out of the Navy.
Except everything over 6 feet was a ship, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Well, what can I do for you?
We just discovered the body of a Scott McManus washed up on the beach. Now, we've been asking questions, and we just heard that he was a member of the crew here on the Seasport.
Yeah, it was, for a couple of short runs. Nice kid. Word around is here, he drowned. He fell off a boat, that was it.
This boat, maybe?
Yeah, it sounds almost like some sort of, what do they call it, an accusation?
It's a very simple question, Mr. Scow, and you can either answer yes or no.
Or I could refuse to answer it completely.
Yeah, you could. But then the Coast Guard could hold a special board of inquiry, too.
Okay. McManus, he hired on a couple of weeks ago for a percentage of the catch. We fished the Coronados. After a week and 2 runs and no fish, we pulled into San Diego. The kid shoved off, said he wanted to try his luck on another boat. That's it.
Would you call it a coincidence that his body was recovered up here, north, within 24 hours after you returned to port?
You call it what you want. The last time I saw the kid was in San Diego.
Okay, Sky, I think I will take you up on that offer to look around.
Sure. Just as soon as you can produce a search warrant.
Well, it ain't Crowley, old sport.
Come on. Yeah, it's pea soup. Come on, a little more.
Wait a minute. Who are you?
You're in a real bed eating real soup.
It's not spiked.
You need more salt.
No. I'll tell you what I need. I need for you to take your pretty little body down to the corner and get me some sour mash. Get me a little container, any brand that's handy on a shelf, see?
Now, hold on a minute. You go back in that bottle, you're gonna be a dead man in a month. You don't want that, do you?
Where'd he come from? I mean, who are you people?
We picked you up yesterday. We're police officers. No, even if you could stand up, don't try it, Mr. O'Malley. Okay? Just relax.
What did I do?
Nothing.
Well, since when do police officers run at facilities like this for old wore-out sailors?
Since we need your help.
You need my help? I'm gonna tell you one thing, honey. You gotta be flat desperate. Hey.
Hey, Bill.
Yeah. Hello? What's Mr. O'Malley, I'm Sergeant Crowley. How you doing?
He's doing a lot better than yesterday.
You have any luck with Scal?
Scout tells me the last time he saw the McManus boy was in San Diego.
McManus. Scott.
Yeah, that's right. You know him?
I sure do. I took him to sea for the first time when he was, I don't know, 8, 9. He is some kind of a sailor man.
He's dead, Mr. O'Malley. Now, he might have drowned, but we think maybe not.
Oh, no. No way that boy drowned, boy. He could swim from here to yonder in 4-foot waves. Is that why you brought me here?
We're told that you knew everybody in the area, Mr. O'Malley. You happen to know a guy named John Scow?
Let me put it this way. Don't invite him and me to the same party, all right?
Can you suggest any place we might go to find out more about this guy, John Scow?
Are you going to let me out of here?
We'll let you go.
Well, in that case, I would suggest that you watch his boat and keep an eye on the Rusty Bucket. That's the bar down there by the harbor where sailors drink, sailors talk.
Three beers, miss.
Yeah, well, we should be ready to offload sometime after midnight.
What about the cops?
Yeah.
Right, you got me over. Hey, take it easy, Toby. No, come on.
I'm sorry, sir.
Well, I don't suppose you remember me.
Whoa, whoa. Where you going, big boy?
What do you want?
I just want to talk to you.
What about?
Well, about some of your dummy friends in there and a kid named McManus.
Lose yourself, Clown.
Being nice to you now.
Now, you stay out of my way.
All
You
right,
hear? Just stay.
Hey, how you been? Don't get up now. Just want to talk to you.
They'll kill me.
After you tell me everything you know, you can just take a trip somewhere, you know, and you won't get hurt that way.
It was locked. How'd you get in?
Well, I never threw that key away.
Make yourself at home?
Well, I'm trying. Why don't you take that coat on and stay a while?
Thanks. I thought you'd never ask. What brings you to town?
I can't understand why Crowley doesn't make the move for you.
You never let up, do you?
No.
What brings you to town?
Well, I heard you were down on your luck, going to some hard times. So I thought I'd check it out. And I know you can do better than a Rusty Bucket.
Yeah, you can do better than Toadsuck, Texas yourself.
Now, that's a good little town. Who have you been seeing? You been dating somebody?
Oh, Paul Newman calls 2-3 times a week, you know.
Newman, yeah.
Yeah, the blue eyes.
Missed you.
Why, no. I could tell from all those letters and phone calls. Oh, my. And the flowers. And telegrams. The place was flooded. How could you afford it? Let's not play games. We never did. So let's not start now. Okay?
Okay. Here's to John Scow.
I don't get it.
Well, I'm gonna help you out. Now, I saw Crowley down on his boat, and I saw you in that dumb wig and your undercover outfit and that dive. And I used to play cop not too long ago, you remember?
You know, I always did love to listen to you talk.
You do? Well, listen. I got a message for Crowley. I want you to give it to him. But don't you tell him where it come from, you understand? I don't know why, but we never, I just can't, we just don't hit it off.
You want me to call him now?
Mm.
Yeah, I better.
Yeah.
Everything went smooth.
Where's Tobin?
I think he split. Maybe he got scared.
I spotted the Coast Guard. Shove off.
Wow. The way he took off, something must have gone down.
Any idea what they're up to?
No. No, an undercover policewoman overheard part of the conversation about this rendezvous and the location. I don't know.
That's your show. Call a shot.
Follow the cruiser.
Headquarters to Point View. Take the cruiser into custody for questioning. I'm sending helicopter support to pick up the Fisher.
Okay, yeah, you come up with anything else, let me know, will you? Get this a little bit, will you?
I heard it on the way in. You got skunked, huh?
Yeah, that was the Coast Guard. The cruiser outran their cutter. They found the cruiser scuttled at the south end of San Carlos Island under 10 feet of water.
What about the owner?
Well, it doesn't mean anything. It was stolen from Marcos Island.
And Scow's boat, was it clean?
We'll never know. After the chopper spotted it, we couldn't go aboard. I still didn't have a paper. I tell you one thing, that Scow's a cool guy. When I questioned him about the speedboat pulling up alongside, he said the guy had tried to buy some lobsters from him. He even had lobster traps set in the water. All right, let's go over it again. I want to hear it. I want to hear every word you overheard in that bar yesterday about the rendezvous.
I didn't overhear anything worthwhile at the bar.
Well, where did you hear it?
I got it from Chuck. He told me last night when I got home from the Rusty Bucket.
Chuck? Chuck who?
Chuck Whitfield.
Karen, I'm sorry about Scott.
I know. Was he murdered?
Well, the autopsy report said he was struck on the head. He didn't drown.
This came a few days after Scott left. He, just wanted to let me know why he was going. There's more. I've been in a fog since it came. Like it says, he doesn't want me to show it to anyone. When I talked to him later, he said, I just wanted you to know what was happening. What am I going to do with it, Chuck?
Well, I'd like to hold on this for a while if I can.
Glad to see you guys. He's into me for my next paycheck already.
Really? You know, a guy bought a little house with his exact moves. So how's Scott and his group doing?
Mr. O'Malley, we got a proposition for you. How would you like to put to sea again?
In what?
We've arranged for you to use this boat that was seized by customs in San Diego. Now, we've changed the documentation and everything. We just want you to spread the word around Land's End that you're looking for a crew and some work.
Oh, chumming, huh? I mean, I'm gonna be the bait.
You're gonna be the bait. Your doctor says you're okay, and we'll cover you around the clock.
Let's get one thing straight up front. We're asking you. If you don't like it, say so.
You find Tobin?
No. But I don't think the cops have him.
I don't like it. Something spooked that creep.
Think we ought to call this trip off?
Ah, we can't. Everything's moving now. Get a new boat ready, at least a 24-footer. I'll work out a new rendezvous location later. Make sure you're not followed.
Right.
Stay there, Whitfield. I want to talk to you. Honey, how about a cup of coffee? Now, I want to know.
I want to know. You know, Crowley, you'll never change.
I want to know where you got your information on Scott, that rendezvous this morning.
You know, when I was a cop down in Texas, I wouldn't even ask them stupid questions.
Yeah, well, you're not a cop in Texas, not pal, so.
No, I ain't. You ain't my pal either, Crowley, so don't call me pal. Walk around half cocked all the time. That's why she won't marry you.
I love the way you just make your little pit stop every couple of years. Expect Pepper just to drop whatever she's doing. Are you some kind of an expert on what's good for her?
Yeah, you got a problem. I'll tell you what your problem is.
My problem?
Yeah, you got a problem. See, you don't have the ability to show your true feelings for her. And you're sitting back very comfortable seeing a little relationship where there's no commitment. But let someone else show a little interest, and old play it safe Crowley starts feeling threatened.
Hi. I hear you're looking for work. Is your boat for hire?
Well, depends on what for.
I want to haul a load of shrimp up from Guaymas. Are you interested?
Huh?
What do you use for a crew?
I got a mate.
Okay. Get her fueled up and ready to go. We'll shove off at 1600 tomorrow.
You didn't say anything about money.
Oh, that's right. How about $100 a ton?
Mm-hmm.
Good. Oh, in case I have to contact you, you sleep on board, don't you?
Well, it sure beats sleeping in the water, don't it?
It sure does. I'll see you.
You say he sleeps on the boat?
Mm-hmm.
Well, if you pour on the coal, you ought to be back a couple hours after dawn. We'll meet right here.
Right.
You're not going to get me on this thing. I get seasick just looking at them.
It's tied up. Not gonna move.
Yeah. Thought you said it didn't move. What about Delgado?
Well, he wants this boat ready at 1600 hours tomorrow. He wants me to haul some shrimp from Guaymas. The only thing is that this is not a shrimp-carrying boat, so I would think that they are up to something.
Sounds good. How are you doing?
What you really mean is, have I had a drink yet, huh?
I feel that I added a little extra pressure on you.
No pressure. Maybe this is just what it took. Been a long, long time. Wish I could kick it.
How long you been on the sauce?
Too long. Ever since my wife died. Lovely lady. She was really my strength. We didn't have any kids. I lost everything. It finally took the boat away from me. Tell you one thing. You can't skip a fishing boat when you're drunk.
We got company.
Okay, Pop. Plans have changed. Crank her up while I pull in the lines. And your little barmaid friend there can be your mate.
You said 1600 hours.
I said shove off, now. Slow her down. Put it on automatic pilot. Now get back there with her. Move!
You all right?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Now what?
Now you and your friend are gonna take a little swim.
You a good sailor? Because unless you understand dead reckoning, you're never going to keep that rendezvous.
What the hell are you talking about?
Well, the compass, the direction finder, navigation laid, I'm afraid are not working too good. I mean, I started to, well, you know, tinker around with them. I guess I lost my touch.
Why, you dirty...
She's sick. Now, you better untie her if you want to keep that meat.
Sergeant, impossible on the radar turned out to be a fisher out of Guaymas.
That's great. Tell me something. How much longer is it going to take you guys to cover that area?
If we pinpoint it correctly, an hour and a half more.
That's great. She's been out there 8 hours now.
Sergeant, I'm being asked, how is it possible they pirated the boat when the police were watching it?
You guys want to tell him?
Well, personally, we just thought that O'Malley was taking Pepper for a ride around the harbor. Wilson.
Why did you bring him?
What else could I do? He screwed up all the navigation equipment.
You should have stayed with your bottle. Or maybe you'd prefer a burial at sea. I'll take care of him.
Best chance we're gonna have is in the water.
I'm not that good a swimmer.
You just do what I tell you and hang tight, honey.
All right, drop. Blow your guts out.
Well, he did say it was one of the biggest busts in the history of the department.
I don't know. As far as I'm concerned, it's a case for homicide. We got 4 people dead. That weed seizure's got to be incidental to that.
Well, there had to be more people involved. Has anybody else been caught?
San Francisco PD picked up a Confederate named Tobin, male Caucasian, this morning.
Incidentally, well, at this point, it's just a rumor, but I've heard that for your assistance in this investigation, Treasury's thinking about returning your old boat to you.
My old boat?
Jack, why didn't you tell us that Scow had bought it from you and changed the name to Seasport?
Yeah, well, it's, you know, just kind of a personal thing, I guess. Actually, I guess I don't like to see a lady's name changed.
Ralph. Got something important I want to talk to you about.
Okay, go ahead, open it. We both like to see what's inside.
I paid you good money.
Yeah, you did. First to find your boy's killer. They're in jail. Second to find your property, and there it is. So open it.
Open it. All right, I'll open it. What do you think, Mr. McManus? About $2 million worth?
Was it worth your boy's life?
I'm going to read you your constitutional rights.
I don't know what happened to my old man, Karen. When I found out he'd gone into the drug business, too, something inside of me burst. I remembered a few buddies in Nam, how the lousy heroin ruined them. And so I took a chest he had, and I hid it. Then he ended up with more crooks and got killed. World sure is ironic sometimes. Pretty sickening.
Yeah. But we've got you in it. So that kind of balances it out.
You and your sweet talk, you know? I know you don't mean it, and I fall for it every time.
Just keep falling.
What's with you and Crowley?
We're both interested in the same thing. You, my doll.
Well, that's why you called me once.
I'm interrupting something?
No, nothing you haven't interrupted before.
Good. You ready?
Where are we going?
O'Malley is so tickled to have his boat back, he wants you and me to be the first visitors.
Oh, that's great. Sure. You're coming with us?
Well, he said you and him.
That's probably a little crowded, but no, I guess we can squeeze you in.
Oh, what is it, a christening or something?
Yeah, he's naming it the one for the road.
beautiful, but you really are beautiful.
Take a look at that.
That's better than Ringling Brothers.
This building is burglar-proof. What do you think we have all this equipment here?
And how come this wonderful burglar-proof building got hit 3 months ago?
Police!
You want to make a deal, Billy? I'll make a deal with you.
Jail's better than dead. You guys gotta be nuts.
Where is she? Where's Trudy? Is she alive?
They call it Stormy Monday, but Tuesday's just as bad. They call it Stormy Monday, but Tuesday's just as bad. Wednesday's the worst, and Thursday's are so sad. Well, the eagle flies on Friday. Saturday I go out to play. Eagle flies on Friday. Saturday I go out to play. A Sunday I go to church and I kneel down and I pray. Oh, well, 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 oh, well. Ladies and gentlemen, I will return you to the most capable hands of Mr. Les McCann.
That was fantastic. Just great.
Well, I thank you one and all.
And I thank you, my dear lady, for making the best introduction ever.
Oh, and you sure know how to pick them for me, Linda.
Oh, well, Billy, he's a real swinger.
I
a
think
Friday night,
last
I've got-
night was a bit much for him. Straight soda.
Just to keep the senses in balance. Now look, as of tomorrow, we are all gonna have ourselves a ball. We're gonna party like crazy, but tonight I gotta go.
Oh,
yeah. Our mystery man here, it's the good life, high times, and then he fades away for about a week. You'll just have to get used to it, Ben.
We've all gotta make a living now, don't we?
Oh, come on. Now, any man who knows a girl for a week and gives her trinkets like this has got to make a pretty good living, huh? What is it you do? Come clean.
You want me to come clean?
Yeah.
All right, I'll tell you. I like to make beautiful women happy. I'll see you both in a day, so.
I wouldn't miss it.
Ciao, darling.
Ciao. It's a shame, you know. He's really, he's a nice guy.
Yeah.
Well, thanks, Linda.
Oh, tell Crowley he owes me $200 when he scores.
Everything says Billy Dodge rides tonight.
give up the booze.
Hey, Joe.
No wonder everybody's been going bananas trying to figure these out.
Take a look at that.
That's better than Ringling Brothers.
Have Pete call off the floors to us.
Let's go.
Impossible. This building is burglar-proof. What do you think we have all this equipment here
Then how
for?
come this wonderful burglar-proof building got hit 3 months ago?
Well, that's what you get when you depend on a computer. I guess something went wrong.
And that's just what's happening now, my friend.
Outside? That's impossible.
But true.
Hey, lady, wait.
All right, now you give me the pass key.
Well, okay. But you got to sign in first.
Oh, how come he didn't?
He knows exactly where he's going, Bill. 6th floor.
All the Dodge police officers, you're under arrest.
Sorry, Billy. You're busted.
Yeah, that's right. This is my first bust.
But it's sure not your first job, huh, Dodge?
Look, I don't think I ought to say anything about that.
Too bad the owner wants this thing back.
You have to admit it. It did look fabulous on you.
It would look fantastic on my new purple dress.
We got $2 million in gems outstanding from 6 other jobs. And you know something? They're all in your MO, Billy.
But no proof.
Look at it this way. Tonight could buy you 5 years.
5. That's kind of frightening. I never did like the idea of being cooped up.
You want to make a deal, Billy? I'll make a deal with you.
Jail's better than dead. You guys got to be nuts.
Suit yourself, buddy. Hey, Joe. Come here, wait. You know, Pep, just counting on my fingers alone, I come up with about 10 years for this guy. You never been in the joint, Billy. You're gonna be an old man when you get out. You better think about that.
Yeah, Bill.
Billy here's gonna be our guest for a while. Book him.
All right, wait a minute. Now hold it. Okay, we get protection.
The very best.
Okay, who's your contact?
Paul Nicastro. He sets up the jobs, pays me, and unloads the goods.
Who's his connection? The receiver.
I never met him. I can't say for a fact.
Well, how about taking a wild, non-educated guess?
Some guy in San Francisco.
Not Jake Schulman.
The skimmer. Day lives in San Francisco under a mask of respectability as a philanthropist, political contributor, and socialite. 10 years ago, this guy was connected with the top levels of organized crime. He was a top laundryman.
And now we have Mr. Perfect Citizen.
Listen to this. This guy has a chain of jewelry stores, very exclusive. How's that for the perfect cover for stolen gems?
How do we nail him?
The Castro. Castro's our key. I say we give the jewels back and start all over again.
Start over? Who's our next pigeon?
You want a coup for us, Pepper?
Oh, look who's coming. Ebony Rona Barrett.
Oh. Is it true that my good friend Robert River got 10 to 20 for stealing lines?
What's the matter? No stickball games for you guys to break up? William. Hey, Dave.
Showing up. I got a little something here for you.
All right.
Slapping an autograph on one of these.
Well, what's that?
It's a little new regulation they put in since Watergate.
Here.
Just sign it, will you? Give her a
Did a
pen.
good job. Real good, Linda.
I am pleased.
Okay, that's good. Because we got another one for you starting tomorrow. 100, 150, 200. There you go. You're all alike, aren't you?
And tomorrow is no good because tomorrow happens to be Wednesday, and that, as always, is my day of work. See you Thursday?
Have I got a choice?
No. Hey, Pep.
Thursday.
Take good care of him. I like his green.
Yeah. Hey, Linda. Lindy. Who's gonna believe I paid $200 to Minnie Mouse?
Here we are. How do you feel?
Oh, boy, it took a marvelous drive.
Thank you, my darling.
Everything. 12 by 50, your gilded bird has landed.
That's a Roger, Pep. Meet you back at the barn.
Oh, Paul. You know, it's a lovely weekend. I loved every minute of it.
Thank
It was
you.
just glorious.
You're a tremendous woman.
Oh,
Oh, you want the doorman for
yes,
this?
let me. Why should you?
You wouldn't happen to be Mrs. Drew by any chance, would you?
Oh, yes, I am.
I'm Sergeant Crowley with the police department.
Something's happened to Charlotte. That's my poodle. I knew that wasn't the right kennel to leave her.
No, ma'am, we're here because a burglary attempt was made on your apartment.
Oh, thank goodness. Then my little love's all right.
Did you say a burglary, Sergeant?
No, I said an attempt. Pardon me, are you Mr. Drew?
No, I'm a friend. Paul Nicastro.
Yeah, well, a burglar was seen climbing up the outside of the building here. Unfortunately, he got away. What we'd like to do is check your apartment, see if perhaps something might have been stolen.
Well, yes, of course, officer. Come with me. Paul, would you bring the bags, darling? I can't understand a burglar crawling up the balcony. My goodness, what a dangerous thing to do. Well, this is the safest place I can think of. Oh, well, I don't know. It seems to me that everything is here. Let me see. Where's the topaz ring? Yes, everything's here.
Everything's there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess it takes care of it. Miss Drew, what's the value of these jewels, do you know?
I don't know exactly. Somewhere between 200 and 250,000, I think. Why do you ask?
Well, it's only a suggestion, but I'd strongly recommend a safer place. I mean, like a safe deposit box. Thanks for your cooperation. We'll just let ourselves out.
Well, thank you. And I'll do as you say. Well, Jewel safe, Charlotte safe. Now let's get back to you and me.
Mommy!
Oh, how's my sugar plum princess?
I got something to show you.
You do? What? Oh, no, let me guess. Let's see. Your kindergarten pictures come back.
No.
I gotta warn you, just don't get hooked on it, because it's only temporary.
Tell the brass their taste is rotten.
What are you talking about? I picked it out.
You heard me. It's rotten.
Look at this.
You're kidding.
Where do you see the bedroom?
Is that a threat or an invitation?
Look at this.
Gorgeous.
Did you see the size of that bed?
I'm sure Mr. Paul Nicastro will be impressed, but what else have we got?
Okay. Maybe this will make your mouth water.
I don't think I can trust myself. Where did you get that?
The tooth fairy left it under my pillow.
Where'd you get it? Come on.
The insurance companies. They thought they might use it as a decoy to get the $2 million back.
Can I put it on?
Sure, wear it in good health.
I've never seen anything this big.
Just don't forget that this little trinket is worth $100,000 and my neck is on the line for it, okay?
I love it.
Kid, I spare no expense. Everything here, top drawer. Just tell Mr. DeCastro to watch his cigarette burns.
I can hardly wait to hold you, feel my arms around you.
Crying out loud, you guys. It's too much noise. Bring it down a little bit so we can give her some good feeling on the song. You know where to come in?
Yeah, on which
It's on the E flat chord.
Right, okay.
One more time. Come on. We can get it.
We get it.
Jean, Jean, shake it thing, shake it thing.
I can hardly wait to hold you, feel my arms around you. How long have I waited just to love you? Now that I have found you, don't ever go.
You got it.
Don't ever go. I love you so.
That's it. We got it. Get it.
Hey, Paul, how are you?
Where you been? Been dredging up the whole city for you.
Huh? Oh, laying low.
Laying low, huh? You blew 3 weeks' work for me.
And I nearly got nailed by the cops. Relax, huh? We'll try again later.
I won't be here next time. Those diamonds are in a safe deposit box now. You blew it.
Oh, Paul, will you stop worrying? Look, sometimes things don't always go right. This is the one time.
One time? What time's it $250,000?
I'll make it up to you. I got an angle. But we're gonna have to cut in a partner. Her. She has a friend who just happens to own the biggest diamond on the West Coast.
Oh, I met her about a year ago. She was a model in Kentucky. Her name was Verna Cram before she caught Aaron Lansing's eye.
Yeah. He was that rich drunk. He was killed in a car accident, right?
Right, yeah. Now she's Valerie Lansing, widow. The chick literally ended up with the family jewels. And one of them is the Valerie diamond.
How do you expect to get me with her?
Oh, it's easy. She gets convinced by me that you like to do the freak spots, maybe have a few little kinks yourself. She'll grab at a date.
Mr. Nicastro.
Oh.
Come on in, Paul.
I don't believe it.
What?
You. Linda said you were beautiful, but you really are beautiful.
Mr. Nicastro really knows how to talk to a lady.
When a lady looks like you don't have to talk.
Would you like a drink?
No. Let's go.
Where do you want to start?
Well, I'm more interested in where we finish, but why don't we have some dinner and then just to warm up, we'll go to a few out-of-the-way places.
Like?
Like, The Den?
Oh,
How about Dirty Mary's?
oh,
Huh?
good. I
Is that
hate
right?
straights.
Oh. I am not an expert, but this little trinket doesn't look like paste to me.
You have a good eye. It's real.
You better believe it. But the places we're going to, if you want to stay in one piece, you better leave it home.
Good idea. I'll be right back. Satisfied?
Yeah, looks good. You're fantastic. Now, would you like some duck à l'orange? I know a great place on the west side of town. Take us about 20 minutes to get there. We'll have a beautiful dinner.
Waited just to love you. Now that I have found you, don't ever go. I love you so.
Thank you. Once again, I'd like to leave you in the most beautiful hands of Mr. Les McCann. Great. How's my dating service working out?
Couldn't be better.
You ain't seen nothing yet, baby.
Oh.
Waiter, another white Russian for the lady.
Oh, you're gonna spoil me.
Linda,
Yes.
you keep this beautiful doll company. Gotta make a phone call.
Sure, Paul.
I think, little old Valerie's about to get ripped off and bombed if I don't stop drinking these.
You're on for tonight, Billy.
Kind of fast, isn't it?
It'll make up for the 3 weeks it cost me on that Mamie bimbo. I left the balcony door open for you.
She won't be suspicious.
She'll be too loaded to be suspicious. No mistakes this time, right, Billy?
I'll try real hard.
You do that.
There you go.
Can we go? Got a big night ahead of us.
I'm ready.
You be good.
You kidding? I'm gonna have some fun.
Night.
Night.
Take it easy. So he bested the dog. Okay, just gonna show you one more time.
Thank you very
I got to go ahead.
Here. Why don't you consider the job done?
Yeah, that's beautiful.
This rock is a thing of beauty. I figure it's gonna bring us about 40 thou.
60's more like it. No, all or nothing. This little gem does not leave my body until the bread is on the table.
Baby, you don't understand. The man, he's not gonna like it.
The man ain't got no choice. Now, do we or don't we?
Well, if the man says okay, then the both of you are gonna have to fly to San Francisco with me.
Part 2 of the conspiracy coming up.
12Y50 to base.
Base to 12Y50. Go.
Joe, make reservations on the 4:30 flight to San Francisco, okay?
Hey, Joe, you better notify the folks if they're on our way up.
Okay, that's a Roger.
You know, we might have to spend the night.
Now get one thing straight, Crowley. No X-rated motels.
I promise.
Just because it's the city by the bay, I ain't going wading in any waterbeds. Got it?
Spoil sport.
Did what?
I didn't have a choice, Mr. Schulman. It was the only way I could get the stone.
I won't meet with them. Meeting with them is too risky for me.
No, there's no risk. They're both in on it. They couldn't say anything if they wanted to.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
Maybe you'll feel better when you see what we have.
Yeah, I know. You have the Valerie.
Yeah, that's right. But they won't hand it over until they have the money up front.
All right. We meet. But my way. Now get out.
Now, the man wants it appraised first, then we negotiate.
Oh, I love this.
Whatever you say, Paul.
Mr. Jacobson?
I can help you.
Yeah. We'd like you to make an appraisal.
Oh, that's very nice. Oh, that's exquisite. You shouldn't be walking around with such an expensive stone.
I don't intend to. Would you care to put a price on it?
It could be difficult to turn over. I'm sure you understand that.
That depends on how difficult.
Let's say 35,000.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
Linda, I said I'd handle this, right? Mr. Jacobson, there was a lot of risk involved with this. And I figure the rock is worth about 100,000.
I went 6 stories for it.
Maybe my client would go 40,000. That's very high.
60 or nothing.
I said I'd handle this, right?
60. That's the bottom line.
And if I said 50?
You ain't said it yet.
That's all my client authorized me to offer. 50,000.
They'll take it. Something else.
They should be. All of them handpicked by Billy Dodge.
Hey, Billy, you got a loose mouth.
Just loose enough to make a case.
Let's do it. Police department. You're under arrest. Now let's get him up here where I can see him. Get him up. Schumann and Nicastro have each posted a $50,000 bond and will remain free until next Tuesday when they appear in Division 100 of the San Francisco Superior Court.
Well, that's all very interesting, but I didn't drop in to have the paper read to me, William.
Don't you ever think of anything besides the almighty buck?
What's he know, huh, Peps?
I do wish you'd take us up on the security until after the trial.
Got my own thing to do. And I don't want no army of cops cramping my style. Now, the almighty bucks, William?
I tell you something. I want to put at least 2 men on you for your own good.
Ah, then you just lost yourself a witness because that wasn't part of our deal.
Linda, I am thinking of your welfare.
Fine. Then give me the bucks and my welfare will be secure.
You want to sign that, Minnie?
Hey, this is only half.
That's right. It's $1,000. I saw the insurance company was a pop for it until after the trial.
You wouldn't have had anything to do with that, would you?
You know he did. He wants you safe, Linda. Let us put you with Billy Dodge. He's in a safe house. Then we'll shoot you up to San Francisco on the day of the trial.
Pass. And William, if I see any shadows behind me other than my own, I'm not testifying. You think I'm bluffing, you try me out. See you guys in court.
You know as well as I do, Bill. Schulman is not going to get himself convicted if he can help it.
I can't force a tail on her. All I know is if something happens to her, that sure as hell blows our case. Do you know an Olivia de Havilland?
All right. 25,000. But for both of them. And Billy Dodge is number one. Well, look, that's what you're being paid for. All right. All right.
What do they say?
They took the contract. And if anyone can find Billy Dodge, they can. And the girl.
Well, maybe we'll get a break.
Excuse me, Mr. Schulman. There's a
I'm
man...
busy, Miss Blake.
Never too busy to see me, Shulman.
One step at a time. That's right. That's my big girl. Okay. Sit down. Sit. Whoosh!
Hello, sugar.
What do you want?
I just want to talk.
Mommy, who's that man?
He's just an acquaintance, honey. Go over by the swings and you stay there. You stay right there until I get back. I asked you, what do you want?
Now, hold on, Linda. Don't run off. Hey, Linda. Now, baby, you could have told her that I was her daddy.
You might have sowed the seed, Alex, but her daddy you're not.
It's cold, baby. Very cold.
It was meant to be. Now what do you want?
Baby, when a man just gets out the joint, he needs a lot of money. And you want to know something? You're going to help me get it.
Don't even dream about it. You know, Alex, you and I were a very long time ago. It's over. I've even forgotten the word heroin, Alex.
Baby, I ain't interested in that.
I don't care what you're interested in. Don't you ever look here. Ever.
Linda, listen to me. I'm looking for a man. He's worth a lot of money to me. Second story dude, Billy Dodge.
Forget it. Cops got him.
Now, hold on. I know you are very tight with the police. Oh, it won't be hard.
You've been told no. I think we're through.
I think you'll do it. As a matter of fact, I know you'll do it.
Judy. Judy. No. Judy! Judy! did they find me?
Easy, hon, easy. We'll take care of you.
I'm scared, Pepper. You gotta hide me. Where's Billy? Hide me with Billy.
Now, I want you to leave this building by the regular officer's entrance. Joe's gonna drive you to the airport in a plain, unmarked car. Flight 602 will get you to San Francisco at 3 o'clock. The PD there will pick you up. You'll stay at the Alton Arms until the morning of the trial. Now, are there any questions?
Ready to go?
Okay, John. Have a good trip. Well, we got your decoy en route. You feel better?
I think we'll all feel a lot better when we get out of town. Somebody means business.
Yeah, well, I want you both to be careful. You get my message? Okay. Why don't you play it back to me, Pep?
We take the Pacific Coast Highway to Monterey, check into the motel by 7, and in the morning I give you a call.
Is that where we meet Billy?
No, you'll connect up with Billy in the undercover operation tomorrow morning, someplace between Monterey and San Francisco.
And then?
Then we take you both to San Francisco, right to the courtroom.
Well, where's Billy now?
He's safe and sound, just like you're gonna be.
Ready?
Ready as I'll ever be.
Okay. See you, Bill.
Good luck.
You know something? What? You're rotten company.
I'm sorry, Peps. My mind was a million miles away.
I know. I was just trying to cheer you up.
I know. I'll just be glad when this is over and I can get back to my regular routine.
And those special things, huh?
What do you mean?
I've known for a long time, Linda. Oh, not about what you do, but that your Wednesdays are special things. You see, that certain day that's set aside doesn't get set aside unless there's someone special, right? At least that's the way it is with me. My day's Saturday. Want to get a bite to eat?
Yeah, that sounds good. Someone?
Huh?
A special person. Does he mean a lot to you?
Oh, very, very much. I'd guess about as much as your Wednesday person.
Would I be prying if I asked?
Yeah, but it's okay. Nothing very mysterious. I have a little sister. She's autistic, and she lives in a special home. They take very, very good care of her, and they love her a lot, but she really doesn't know, well, who she is or where she is.
And that's your Saturdays, huh?
I don't think she recognizes me, but I keep hoping that maybe enough love and care will help. I swear, the next time Crowley sets me up in a motel, I'm going to send an advance team to check out the hot water supply.
Peps?
Yeah.
If, anything ever happened to you, what would happen to your sister?
Oh, well, I don't like to think about it. She wouldn't have even the chance at life she has now.
You love her very much, don't you?
Yeah. Very.
Aha! Steam!
Hello?
Linda? Crowley. Is Pepper there?
Oh, yeah, Crowley. She's in the shower. Peps!
Yeah?
It's William.
Ask him how he knows the exact moment I step into a shower.
I heard that. Tell her it's easy. The damnness makes my joints ache. Hey, listen, take this information down for her.
Right. Hold on. Okay.
The meet is set at an abandoned cabin about 5 miles north of San Jose. You got that?
Right.
It's 2 miles off the main highway on Route 56. You can't miss it.
Is, that where we meet Billy?
They'll arrive at the same time, Linda. Then we'll take one car to San Francisco. It's almost over, so hang in there, huh?
Yeah. See you, William. Peps?
Mm-hmm.
Got all the information.
Good. Now we got the information. What about the coffee?
Oh, there's a machine outside. I'll get us some.
Good.
We'll leave tomorrow morning. An abandoned cabin, 5 miles north of San Jose, 2 miles off the main highway on Route 56.
And Billy Dodge will be there.
You will be. And now, when do I get my daughter back?
As soon as the job is done. All I got to do is make a call, and she'll be delivered to you safe and sound.
And the policewoman with me?
Oh, well, now, the policewoman is your excuse, not to testify.
Excuse?
Oh, yeah, baby. You see, when Billy Dodge and your policewoman friend is killed, well, you're gonna be so terrified, so shocked, that you won't want to testify. Will you?
An out-of-the-way cabin sounds just right. I'll have a couple of people meet you there, and they'll take care of all of them.
All of them?
I said all of them.
What do you say we take a little vacation right after the trial?
Together?
Yeah, we'd have a ball. Maybe Mexico.
You'd want to take a vacation with me?
Sure, why not? I really like you. You'd be a lot of fun.
I'm not in your league, Pepper. Why would you want to be with me? Street girl, hustler, snitch,
and friend.
Pets? I ain't got no friends.
Well, whether you like it or not, you do. Lift up. Hey, have you ever been to Acapulco? Linda? Hey, what is it? What's wrong?
Uh-oh, we got company.
Come on, Billy. Getting late. Let's go inside. Move. Let's go. Hey, Mark, give me a hand with this guy. Come on. Move. Move.
Where is she? Where's Trudy? Is she alive? Alex, please.
Happy, Happy.
Don't die, where?
Happy.
Don't die. Linda, listen to me. Who is Happy? Who is he? He was in prison with Alex Taylor. Earl Taylor, find him. Please find him. Please find him. Oh.
Who is it?
Gas company, we got a report you have a leak.
I didn't call no gas company.
It's an emergency, we gotta check it. Police. Hold it. Hold it. Drop it. Drop it. Come on. Come on. Get up. Cuff it. Oh, you all right? Good. You want to go and see your mommy? Come on, let's go. That's where we're going right now. Okay.
I want my mommy.
Okay, she's all right. We're going to see mommy right now. Okay? Read him his rights.
Your Honor, the people are now ready.
Call your first witness.
The people call Miss Linda Summers.
Go get him, friend.